Right, hi folks. As always, I've been trawling the records and something's popped up that I find quite interesting. So I always try and make it very clear that the defences that were built during the Second World War in the UK, in particular those in 1940, were recorded in meticulous detail, which flies in the face of this idea that no records were kept and all this stuff. In reality, vastly detailed records were kept, even to the point that they were able to produce, the Home Forces and the military that were able to produce estimates for how much the entire scheme of defence was going to cost. So I stumbled across this document, which is in WO199/48, which relates to Defence Works, and this is dated to the 15th of November 1940, at the time 1800. So this is from the Central Register of the Headquarters Home Forces. And this document includes an estimate of how much the scheme was going to cost at this time of November. So it says here it would be misleading to give in a list of this kind the cost of each item. Costs vary very much indeed, owing to the fact that in some cases the greater portion of the labour has been found from military sources. In other civil contractors only have been employed. The following is, however, a division of the projected expenditure by classes of expenditure. So we have stop lines, beach defences, islands, which will be anti-tank islands, aerodromes, landing ground obstruction, vulnerable points, and unallotted. So it was estimated on this date, or around this date of November 1940, that the entire scheme would cost an estimated £2.5 million in 1940s money. And it's also provisoed here that, taking all factors into account, is likely the home defence expenditure, as defined above, will exceed the original estimate by £300,000. So this is not the first estimate they've put together. This is a subsequent one, and it shows that the expenditure is going to be £300,000 more than expected. So I therefore request that the services in the attached list may be approved, and that the War Office be asked to give administrative approval for £2.5 million cash on item 118AI home defence measures. So this is really, really interesting. It gives us a figure to work with to estimate how much the entire scheme cost up to this point in November 1940. So we go to the inflation calculator from the Bank of England website. We put what is it? Sorry, I'm terrible with numbers. 2500. So numbers 500000. Is that right? 25. How many zeros? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Let's check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So, in today's money, the scheme of defence, as of November 1940, would have been estimated to have cost £124 million, £113,485,113.62 in today's money, as of May 2026. So that is an absolute enormous figure, but it shows you how much expenditure and how much money was put into the scheme, which gives you an idea of how bloody serious it was. Also gives you an idea as well of the fact that they were able to account for the expenditure of constructing this thing. They put a lot of money into it, into set defences that were never built. But yeah, I just thought I'd drop a quick video looking at this. Hopefully it gives you something to think about. I'll do an update on this when I come across other figures. I did find this one dated to the 16th of January 41, which says the attached letter shows the cost of Defence Works Phase 1. Already in hand is estimated at £2,580,000, for which £2,153,000 only at present has been allotted. So they were clearly keeping track of these numbers, and I'm going to find, try and find a number, the expenditure for towards the end of the scheme. Let's say at end of 941 as a follow-up. But yeah, that gives you an idea of how much this scheme had cost after only a couple of months of construction, and how the cost clearly kept on increasing as defence construction continued. So yeah, I hope that gives you something to think about. As always, I've been Chris, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.